Kanca 125 vise and anvil combination. I bought this for my demonstration and show forge. Talk about some pros. 35 pounds, it's easy to lug around. Drop forged steel, very tough. I have missed a few hammer blows, not a mark on the face of this anvil. I like how tapered the horn is, very useful for me. And the vise, I don't have to pack a vise. Because it's drop forged steel, it's very quiet. Sounds almost as dead as a cast anvil. Now let's talk about the cons. The vise, while it's handy to have, it's also way down low. So whenever you use it, you got to bend over. I made a bunch of tent stakes the other day using the vise to make the bend in them. I had a sore back all last evening. Second is powder coated, and I would highly recommend taking a flap disc, taking off all this powder coating, because it flames up when you go to bend something over, and if you've ever smelt burnt powder coated paint, it's awful. The next is, here's an original corner from the factory. It is sharp. You see here I rounded some off. I decided to leave myself a sharp corner. This is way too sharp for anything. So radius them all a minimum of 1/8 inch like I've done here. Next, the hardy. It's nice that they put a hardy hole in here, but it's in the wrong spot. I want to use this area of the anvil a lot, but I can't because there's a hardy hole here. I usually just clamp my hardy tools in here unless I need it real quick. I use it, take it out so I can start forging again. The active number 35 blower. It's mostly aluminum castings, and very rough castings at that. The impeller, there's a couple big casting lumps where it broke out of their sand mold, so this thing vibrates a bit. Mine isn't bad. I haven't taken the time to balance it yet, but I would highly recommend that. This is the number 35. I've seen a smaller 25. And I would wholly recommend getting the 35 over the 25. It seems to be better built, and it puts out way more than the 25 does. And this little 6 inch by 6 inch by 4 inch deep fire pot I got, I can easily weld 3 inch stock. The gearbox. I've seen one of these taken apart. It's got one big gear driving a worm gear to the impeller. It's got 2 oiler slots, one for the shaft and another for the gears. In practice, I tend to give mine a shot of oil every 10 minutes or so because it leaks. I could plug these leaks, but I choose to let it leak. So that way I know I've always got fresh oil in there and I gotta worry about it breaking down ever. This is the Bituminous Coal at Centaur Forge sales. It's the cheapest I found online at $55 a bag shipped. It is very small, pea size, but it cokes up very readily and burns very hot. Comes in an unmarked bag, except for its NSF certified ANSI 61. I like it, other than the price.